for everyone. Ogechukwu Ose, reporting for Channels Television News.
And still to come on News Track, U.S. troops braved the odds and continued to help victims in Iraq. We'll tell you more about that on the foreign scene. Do stay with us.
22 airports around the country, an industry that generates billions of naira, connecting millions for business and leisure, will put you through the paces and give you an insider's view on the aviation industry. Watch Aviation This Week only on Channels Television. Aviation This Week, keeping an eye on the aviation industry.
A warm welcome back, and do remember that all our top stories are on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device, and you can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. And we urge you to please interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. If you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. And on the foreign scene, U.S. planes have dropped humanitarian aid to the besieged town of Ameli in Iraq. Some 15,000 minority Shiite Turkmen have been surrounded by the Islamic State militants for 2 months. Rear Admiral John Kirby of the Pentagon confirmed that the U.S. also carried out airstrikes on IS positions. The Iraqi army, Shiite militias, and Kurdish fighters struggled to break the siege. Aircraft from the UK, Australia, and France joined the U.S. in the humanitarian aid, giving water, food, and medical supplies. Rear Admiral Kirby said operations would be limited in scope and duration, as this is required to protect civilians trapped in Ameli. The UN fears there could be a massacre if the IS breaks through defenses in the town, which lies in Kurdish-controlled Iraq. And on sports news, Turkish club Fenerbahce have terminated the contract of Nigerian defender Joseph Yobo. Fenerbahce announced the decision is due to restriction in the number of foreign players in the Turkish elite division. The former Super Eagles captain is now expected to be honored at Fenerbahce's opening game of the season today. And that's News Track. Many thanks for watching. I'm Melinda Kinlami. Please stay tuned. Channel Sports on Sunday.
You see, life has just got easier. You stay connected to Channels TV, where news and innovations are shaping our world. Simply log on to channelstv.com to get the breaking news. Browse the homepage according to what matters to you. Tap on the extended coverage of business, sports, politics, lifestyle, infotech, entertainment, health, world news, and lots more. Click on the live link and see the news in real time. Do you want to watch the latest video of the day? It's just a click away. Friend us on Facebook, YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Google+, participate in Channels TV poll, and share your comments. It's a website you can talk to. Your voice will be heard.
channelstv.com. The news at your fingertips. Investigating, exposing, uncovering, reporting, hard-hitting interviews. Sunrise Daily, only on Channels Television.
In every society, young people stand in the vanguard of sustained change. Creation, existence, history, and civilization are the very result of an exchange of ideas. The cultural forces, systems, and our very lives depend largely on an active negotiation of our shared reality. Nigeria's present and its future thus depends on her young and vibrant generation. The discourse for that reality begins here.
Join the ongoing conversation on Rubbing Minds every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Channels TV or on channelstv.com. Follow the conversation online on www.yniger.com/rubbing-minds and on Twitter at YNigerTV with the hashtag Rubbing Minds. With your host, Ebuka Obi Uchendu, a YTV production in conjunction with Channels Television.
Good afternoon and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. My name is Ken Ochonogo. These are actually trying times for our football, trying times for our number one sport in Nigeria. But then like we say, like we are Nigerians, we do know that yes, we shall overcome. I don't know why we should be using such words because we are one of the most successful nations in football history. Go back to 1985, even before then, go back to 1973, when we won the All-Africa Games. In 1980, we won the Nations Cup here in Nigeria. 1994, we went to Tunisia and won it. And then just now, we are the defending champions of the Nations Cup, which means 3 times African champions. At the youth level from 85, Nduka Gbadele team that went to China to pick the maiden under-16 championship before it became under-17. Fani Amu did lead, and the Transformer of Talents led them to win it in 1993. And who can forget the late Teller, who also took his boys to win it 3 times, went to the East 3 times. That trophy came back to Nigeria. At the under-20 level, you can take that. In 1996 at the Olympics, we became the first African nation to win the Olympic gold. The laurels are there. You can count them. You can heap them. You can put them. It should have been a blessing. It should have been a thing of pride. It should have been a thing for the world to come and look at our success formulae to say, how is Nigeria achieving it? But in spite of all this, what do you have? You have a house in crisis. You have a crisis that goes after crisis, embarrassing crisis. We have become a country that FIFA has to intervene. Every little month we run to FIFA. Every day we go to FIFA. As if FIFA, just as if you are running to church to pray to God or go to the mosque to ask me to pray to God, as if FIFA don't have any other business but Nigerian business, when it is not positive thing. I believe that we are good enough to get things done rightly. I believe that we should do it rightly. We shall try in the course of this program to look at how do we move? How do we get it there? Not sit by the sideline, not be partisan, but be able to say, let the truth be out and hope that truth shall set our football free. It is Channel Sport on Sunday. The US Open is on. Last week before we left here, we looked at Mercedes and said probably it was a healthy rivalry between Hamilton and Rosberg, but it has turned something else because yes, just in the second lap, Rosberg took Hamilton out, and then the man didn't end the race. How do we go about that? But then there are some lights, some beautiful lights in the world of tennis, because they call her CC. We have a CC here in the house. Of course, she's not in the studio today, but then a CC did lit up the US Open. And Federer, how can you take it from the greatest tennis player, the greatest man to have ever handled the tennis racket? He did it. He did a one-shot wonder. We shall show you to brighten your day. Channel Sport on Sunday. Let's start with football because Eyitayo is here with me Tayo, how are you?
I'm fine, Ken. Good afternoon to our viewers. We intend to tell you what is going on in the world of football. So many things, despite the fact that the MPFL games and NNL games are not all over the weekend. But we look forward, we did look forward to some games in the EPL and the Spanish La Liga, and did it happen?